There's a difference between making videos and making films. You know it, I know it, and the audience knows it. Most aspiring filmmakers are sabotaging themselves by making the same 12 mistakes. And until we fix them, you'll always be known as the YouTube film producer. Today I'm going to break down every single one of those habits so that you can level up and be taken seriously. The first 3 mistakes will come down to something that you probably never even considered. To make this easy to follow, I'm going to break it down into 4 groups. Starting with group number 1, the creative traps. Mistake number 1, waiting for the perfect story. This is a trap of perfection. You're consistently searching for a brilliant idea, groundbreaking, Hollywood-level idea before you'll even start writing. The problem is, no idea is perfect, and this endless search for the one keeps you in a state of creative paralysis. You spend more time researching, brainstorming, fantasizing than actually creating. Start with a simple personal story you can execute right now with your current resources and skills. The best films often come from a simple, deeply felt idea. Focus on finishing a project, not winning an Oscar on your first try. The act of completing a film, no matter how small, teaches you more than 100 perfect ideas that never leave your notebook. Mistake number 2, shooting without a storyboard or shortlist. This is the classic wing it approach. You arrive on set with a vague idea of what you want, hoping to capture everything and figure it out in the edit. This leads to wasted time on set, chaotic shooting, and a frustrating editing process. You'll often find you missed a key transition shot or a crucial close-up, making the final product feel disjointed and amateurish. A shortlist is your map, and a storyboard is your blueprint. Before you ever touch the camera, create a detailed shortlist for every scene, outlining the shot type, whether it's gonna be medium, wide, or close-up, camera movement, whether it's gonna be a pan or a tilt, and what is happening in the shots. This preparation ensures that you capture every piece of the story and makes the editing process 1,000 times smoother. Mistake number 3, ignoring the subtlety of emotional storytelling. Focusing on big, dramatic plot points and loud dialogue while forgetting the quiet, intimate moments that make the story feel real. You miss the opportunity to build character and emotion through subtle visual cues. The result is the film that feels hollow and unengaging because the audience doesn't connect with the characters on a deeper level. A great film lives in the details. Pay attention to a character's subtle glance, a meaningful pause, or the way they interact with a specific prop. Use visual storytelling to convey emotion. A close-up on a trembling hand can tell a more powerful story than a full-blown monologue. It's the small, nuanced moments that make the audience connect and turn a good story into a great one. The technical shortcuts. Mistake number 4, relying on in-camera audio. You assume that because your expensive camera has a built-in microphone, the sound will be good enough. You do not realize that the tiny mic is picking up every piece of distracting background noise and making your dialogue sound tiny, echoey, and distant. The audience can forgive subpar visuals, but bad sound is jarring and immediately pulls them out of the experience. It's a dead giveaway of an amateur production. The sound is half the movie. At a minimum, invest in a dedicated, affordable mic, maybe a boom mic or a lavalier that can capture clean dialogue. Go one step further by using layered sound design, adding ambience, background noise, subtle sound effects, and a score to create rich, immersive world that elevates your film's emotional impact. Mistake number 5, using light for exposure, not story. You use light simply to make the image visible. You light a scene with a flat, even wash of light, which results in a boring, uncinematic look. You are not using light to shape your subject, create mood, or direct your audience's eye. This makes your film look amateur, lacking the depth and dimension of professional work. In the power of motivated light, light should reveal character and drive the narrative. Is a character feeling isolated and trapped? Use a single, harsh key light that creates deep shadows. Is the mood romantic and calm? Use soft, warm light from a single window. Light is a storytelling tool that can convey emotion and add visual drama to your scene. Mistake number 6, believing a more expensive camera is a magic bullet. This is a classic symptom of gear acquisition syndrome. You spend countless hours researching the latest cameras and lenses, convinced that the next piece of gear will magically make you a better filmmaker. This obsession leads to creative avoidance and can put you in debt, all while ignoring the important parts of filmmaking: storytelling, composition, and direction. A camera is just a tool, not a talent replacement. Master your craft with the gear you have. A great story shot on a smartphone with excellent lighting and composition will always be better than a bad story shot on a 100,000 rand camera. Focus on your fundamental skills and only upgrade your gear when your current equipment is genuinely limiting your creative vision. The collaboration barriers. Mistake number 7, trying to be a one-person production crew. You try to do everything yourself, writing, directing, shooting, editing, and believe that is the only way to maintain your artistic vision. The reality is that filmmaking is a team sport, and trying to handle every job leads to quick burnout and mediocre results. You are limited by your individual skills, and you won't be able to excel at every single role. Professionals delegate. Focus on your primary passion and find people who are better than you at certain tasks. A talented sound person will elevate your audio more than you could ever do alone. A great editor can turn your footage into a coherent story. Build a small team and trust them to do their job, and your project will immediately reach a new level of polish. Mistake number 8, not giving directions to your actors. You ensure that actors will just know what you want, or you are too intimidated to give them clear direction. You say vague things like just feel it or just do it more naturally. This leaves your actors feeling lost and unsure, resulting in a flat, uninspired performance. Great filmmakers are great communicators. Learn to be specific, actionable direction that focuses on character, objective, and emotion instead of do it more naturally. Say, in this scene, your character wants to hide their fear, but they're failing. This gives your actor a clear goal and allows them to deliver a nuanced, believable performance. Mistake number 9, failing to network beyond your comfort zone. You only collaborate with people you already know from film school or your small social circle. You don't actively seek out new talent or connect with people who have skills that you don't. This keeps your project stuck in a bubble of similar ideas and limited talent. Your network is a safety net. Make a point to go to local film meetups, join online communities, and connect with other aspiring artists. Find a talented composer, a brilliant graphic designer, or a dedicated sound person. Your next great project is waiting for you in your network. So be proactive and build those relationships. The mindset traps. Mistake number 10, the fear of failure. You're so terrified of making a bad film that you never make a film at all. This fear of judgment leads to creative paralysis. You overplan, you procrastinate, and you look for reasons not to start. This is a common habit of aspiring filmmakers who are too afraid to move past their aspiring phase. Every single great filmmaker has made a bad film. It is an unavoidable part of the learning process. You have to give yourself permission to fail. Stop being a perfectionist and start being a professional. Professionals focus on finishing the project and learning from the mistake, not on making it perfect. Mistake number 11, waiting for the big break. You think an agent, a studio, or a festival will magically discover you and launch your career. You sit back and wait for the permission to be a filmmaker. This mindset is a holdover from a bygone era and is completely outdated in a world where content creation is decentralized. The big break is the film you make and the audience you build. You don't need permission to create. Use the technology and platforms available to you to create your own opportunities. Make films, build a community, and showcase your work. Be proactive and create your own career. Mistake number 12, ignoring the audience. You make a film for yourself and then are surprised when nobody watches it. You treat distribution as a last-minute chore, hoping people will just stumble upon your work. A film without an audience is just a file on a hard drive, and ignoring your audience from the beginning is a surefire way to get no views. From the start, you need to think about who you're making this film for. Build an audience for your content by using short-form video to share the behind-the-scenes moments, progress updates, and personal thoughts. When you finally release your film, you'll have an audience waiting to watch it. There's a difference between a YouTube film producer and a professional who knows how to build a lasting career. I said a filmmaker's most powerful tool is their audience. What I mean is, you should be building an audience before you even start your film. Use short-form content to show your process, your ideas, and your behind-the-scenes work. When you're ready to release your film, you'll have an audience waiting to watch it. There's a difference between a YouTube film producer and a professional who knows how to build a long-lasting career. So there you have it, 12 mistakes that separate you from the pros. Remember what I said at the beginning? These mistakes are costing you your credibility. By avoiding these habits, you are not only making better videos, you are building a real career as a filmmaker. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I'm a filmmaker and an actor, or I'm just an actor, then I suggest that you watch this video on your screen right now, which will show you how to handle the rejection email you got from the audition that you did last week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.